Hey everybody, it's two guys with three things from one combine, and Michael, you're up.
Well, Larry, I always like to look at the NFL Scouting Combine as sort of the start of the new season in the NFL. I know the official start of the new league year is in a couple weeks with the contracts and free agency and salary cap and all that stuff. But the Scouting Combine here in Indy is where all the teams really turn the page to 2026 and really start looking forward to the new season with the draft and building their team and what their squad is going to look like. And it's interesting that, you know, for all of the 40 times and testing and all that kind of stuff that's going to go on, two of the biggest things that happen here that don't get the media coverage are the medical checks and the interviews with the prospects. Those are really big in terms of how teams go about building their draft boards, but it's all behind the scenes.
Yeah, Mike, and folks, the running and jumping and all the things you associate with the combine, none of that stuff starts till Thursday. So I thought it might be fun if we looked back at some past performances, and I'll begin with last year's top pick, Matthew Golden. He came down here and ran a 4.29 fastest time in the 40 among all wide receivers and the second fastest among anybody. Then, a few years back, Christian Watson, 6'4", 208, and he runs a 4.36. Also had a 38.5-inch vertical. Mike, if you had those kind of numbers, you might have been able to hit the fastball.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
not too. Okay. And then the guy, Micah Parsons, okay, when he comes out, now this is at his pro day, not the combine, when he comes out, he runs a 4.39 at 6'3", 246 pounds. And folks, come draft day, if you're sitting there wailing and gnashing your teeth saying, we don't have a first-round draft choice, just say to yourself, we got Micah Parsons. And Mike, now you're up again.
Yeah, well, I want to follow up on that. You mentioned the Packers not having a first-round pick and having Micah Parsons instead. People will wonder, well, then what do the Packers do with regard to all the top prospects here at the Combine if you're not picking in the first round? Well, they still do all the work, all the homework, all the scouting reports, because you never know when you're going to have an opportunity to acquire a first-round pick, because we've seen Josh Jacobs and Micah Parsons join the Packers. 21 years ago, a quarterback named Aaron Rodgers almost fell all the way out of the first round. So you never know when those opportunities are going to present themselves. So even without a first-round pick, you still do all your homework on every guy.
And that's two guys with three things from one combine.